MMHTsunami back again, guys. Giving you a nice little update. Here we go so far. I've done a little bit of planning. I've decided to put a nice little circle base right up in here. Got some nice oak flooring in and some stone brick going up for the walls. This is going to be the first floor, and I think I might taper it into a square shape once I start building it up higher. But as for the bridge, I'm going to have this kind of be a nice little flat walkway coming out to this little separation here. I'm going to have a nice little arched bridge going over that direction, and a nice little arched bridge going out over that direction. And that'll be the nice start of this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and gather some materials because I'm getting kind of low. As you can see, I'm almost out of stone. And I don't have any wood, so I'm going to go gather up some more supplies. That way I can keep kind of going with this pattern I got set up here. And yeah, we'll be back once that's done. Alright guys, we're back. I gathered up some more supplies, went ahead and laid the groundwork down here. I'm trying to decide whether I want to use this oak color or I want to go with the spruce. I kind of like the spruce a little bit better. It's got a nicer brown look to it, and it's not that greenish puke color. So I'll end up digging up that entire floor and laying it all back down again. Might even throw a little bit of design work around it. Not sure yet. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start building this bridge. I think I got it figured out exactly how I want to do it. So we're going to start there, and this dirt level is actually going to be our ground level. So I actually want to dig up that block and these. And they're going to be replaced with that. And then, as I said, I'm going to do a nice little archway into here. And I think that's how I'm going to want it done. I'm going to pop these guys out. And we're going to start it off like this. We're going to do just a nice little path up there. I'm going to go ahead and grab some of the bricks so I can do some of the wall along the way as well. Should help out quite a bit. I don't want that at all. I'll grab a few of those. Throw it away and you just pick it back up again. Go figure. Alright, I'm going to have to do some cleanup work with the walls, but I already knew that was expected, so I'm not too worried about that. Because I will have somewhat of a dirt scaffolding. Alright. So, as I said, I'm going to start a nice little arch. Drop this over a few more. See how this arch looks. Kind of did some quick math to try to figure out what kind of a shape I wanted to give it. We'll see if this does it any justice. As everybody knows, curved figures are not always the easiest to make look correctly in Minecraft, but we are going to give it a shot and see if we can make it work. Alright. Drop this one out 4 blocks, I do believe. There's 3 and 4. Alright. After that, we're going to drop it up again. Hoping this is going to turn out alright. I hate redoing stuff. I'm sure a lot of you do as well. Oh, I missed a block. There it is. Alright. Nice little side look. That'll end up being our top platform right there. Yeah, this is going to look good. It's going to look nice and good. It's getting nighttime. Yeah, we'll do that. That should help. Alright. Hey, drop this one out quite a few. So let's see. 1. Take this out 6, and that should be our middle point. 4. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll start dropping it back down again. Come on now. There we go. There we go. It's always nice when you catch those. Hate it when they fall, especially if you're short on supplies, or you haven't counted out exactly right. It's never fun. Never fun at all. Alright, almost there. Nope. There it is. Alright, but anyway, so this is just the start of my base. I'm still trying to figure out where exactly I want to put everything. I got a lot of bridges and stairways that I'm going to be building, and we're going to have that going on. But I kind of want to give it some purpose. So as I said, I'm going to make this area over here my main storage area. That one I pretty much got set up. But as for what I'm going to do down here, I mentioned that port idea. I really like that idea. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with it. But I'm not really sure what I want to do after that. Because I'm hoping doing that little bit of terraforming down there, and even just, I mean, there's not a whole lot I'll have to do. Just that little bit shouldn't take me too long. And drop. Alright. So yeah, port down there, definitely doing a port down there. Like I said, across the way, you can kind of see just the edge of it on the left of my screen. That's where I'm probably going to put most of the farms. Because we're definitely going to have some farms. Need that food, so I'll end up putting in an automatic chicken coop, or chicken farm. I call it my chicken coop. And actually, I've done a little bit of tweaking on that one, to where instead of using the day-night sensor, I actually put a hopper clock on it, because the way the game works, if everybody goes to sleep and it skips to night and day and all that jazz, it actually doesn't count the ticks that would have passed overnight. Therefore, if every night you sleep in a bed, the chickens don't actually grow up and you just end up killing all the babies. Which is not good. Not good at all. So that was one change I did make. And actually, anything that requires a day-night time cycle, I've put that kind of a hopper clock system on it. And I just blocked myself in. There we go. That'll work. There we go. Okay. Hopefully this will look good. Hopefully this will look good. Let's go check it out. Let's go check this out. I've got to build up the walls on the side of that. But over, oh yeah, pretty archway. Yeah. Once again, my math succeeds. So far during this LP, has not been successful, but I believe that would put it a 1-to-1 ratio, math winning versus MMHTsunami. So that's alright, we'll get back in the lead. No worries there. Alright, so now I got it to here. I'm going to have to build up this structure here and make it look like it's actually being supported by something other than that little jut out. Or actually, depending how it looks. Let's give it yeah, we'll have to put up some little bit of a. Actually, I might just leave that as is. Makes that look like a nice natural pillar there. But I'm definitely gonna have to work on that flooring over there, fill in the gaps. That's gonna be a definite. Actually, I might just extend the wooden planks down. See how that looks real quick. Nope, don't wanna go off that way. Hello, zombie. Goodbye, zombie. Drop the shovel? No. Figures. I never get the good drops. There we go. And we'll hack that guy out. Put some of that there. Keep them zombies from coming up. We got a mob spawner in the spawn chunks, so don't need none of that zombie food coming in. Oh man, nice little lag spike. What's going on there? Oh. Major lag spike. Not sure what's happening. I'm gonna try to get that fixed. Alright guys, got that fixed. Turns out I had a massive program running in the background, Adobe Premiere Pro, and it decided to suck up all of my RAM. So got that problem taken care of. Hopefully we won't have to worry about that again. Try to keep these zombies from coming up and killing me off, which they almost did. Got me down to 1 heart. Boop, we made it. We made it good. But yeah, I had dropped down there to about 2 frames a second. Makes it kind of difficult to fight off a zombie horde when you can't even control your own character. Hey, buddy. Goodbye, buddy. Alright. So yeah, as I was saying, there's that archway. We're next going to do this one. I'm thinking about making it the same height, so it'll just be a narrower archway, but I like that 6 high feature. So start off here, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I like that height. It's got a nice little feel to it. 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go ahead and light this up a bit more. There we go. There we go. Alright. Temporary lighting. Not sure how I'm actually going to want to light this up. I might just drop torches up on these side walls. Not really sure yet. I don't know if I want to go with torch lighting, kind of give it a nice woody stone, almost castle-ish type feel. Or if I want to go with the redstone lamps, because those in this texture pack actually look kind of cool. So I might go with that. Give it a little bit more flair. Actually, we've swapped back to the normal texture pack on this server, and a lot of the stuff we've built looks horrible. That just shows you how changing a texture pack can really put a different little bit of effect on the beauty aspect of the game. But overall, yeah, I like this one. It's not bad. And as usual, I will keep it posted in the description down below. So if anyone wants to check it out, it's OzoCraft. Yeah, they did a pretty good job making this thing up. I enjoy it quite a bit. Only had to make a few modifications to it myself, but overall, good. Alright, so next. I think I'm going to work on that staircase after I do the bridge over here. So we'll do that bridge over here. And then we'll drop over and do the staircase. I'll replace all the wood in here. Gotta get rid of that nasty greenish tint wood. Oak. Ugh, ugly. So we'll get rid of that. Replace all that. I believe I'll have enough. Oh yeah, we'll be good. And then we'll have to work on the storage area. Figure out exactly how we want to set this up. Make it look all nice and pretty. So yeah, I'll go ahead and knock those 2 projects out, and I'll be right back with you. Hello guys. Alright, well, I finished the floor in here. Actually, I also put in a little nether portal since I destroyed the one that was previously right down there. Actually just finished filming some of this server tour, so I'll have to get that edited up. But since I was in the filming mood, I figure I'd go ahead and continue on with this episode, make sure I can get it uploaded in time. As you can see, I went ahead and also finished this bridge right here, and it's looking pretty good. Still got to clean up the platform down below and some of the wall right here where it's extending too far down below. But I'll grab that here in a little bit. What I'm actually going to work on next is that staircase I kept talking about, which is going to go right down that way. And I grabbed some dimensions, and I did my little math trick again. and I'm going to try something new and do a weird curved staircase. And I haven't really done anything this big before. I've done some curved staircases that go down and kind of wrap around, which are really challenging. But this one I'm actually going to have to where it kind of does an arch slope down. It's going to level back out, and then it's going to arch again and go down and slope into the bottom, which is going to be right over there. And it's also, from here, it's going to go out and kind of curve around to there. So hopefully everything works out well. That is going to be the goal. But I decided I was going to film it, and we're going to do it as a time lapse from an external view. So that is the plan. So I'm going to get that set up, and we'll be ready to go. Hey guys, alright, nice little time lapse there, and these feather falling boots are quite nice. As you've probably noticed, I am not all that great at staying up on the structures I'm building, especially when stairs are involved. I do all right on half slabs and blocks, but as soon as the stairs come into play, it's just no good. No good at all. So I have finished the staircase, and in my opinion, it does not look good. I don't like that left to right curve that I put in it. So I will end up taking that out completely. I will take that out and just make it straight, make it line up this way. Do a little bit of terraforming in this area and probably do a nice little staircase going down to there to where I'll probably have a pier of sorts going out into the water for all the wonderful boating travelers that come in. But as far as the up and down curves that I put in there, I'll come over here so you can see them. They are looking, in my opinion, quite wonderful. I was actually quite pleased with how those turned out. I had to do a little bit of tweaking along the way to make sure that the stairs lined up with the half slabs. But overall, as you can see there, I believe it turned out pretty well indeed. Zombie's gonna sneak up on me. I can feel it. So yeah, that part of it I'm alright with, but we're gonna have to straighten it out, that's for sure. Just doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all. So I'll end up doing that. Figure out how I want to put the walls up on it, or the edges, whatever they shall be called, the railing. There we go. We'll call it the railing. So figure out how I want to put those up on it. And I still got some cleanup to do down below under this guy. And I still got to fix the railing underneath here on the side of the bridge. So that'll all have to get fixed up. So I'm going to go ahead and do that up. We'll get that all figured out, or cleaned up at least. And then the next thing is to figure out what I want to do here. Got a nice shape and a hodgepodge collection of things in the middle, but I want to kind of spread it out and make this main floor in here my storage area. So I'll have to figure out how I want to set those up. Most likely putting chests along this way. Not sure if I want to pull this out and kind of square it off, but I don't know. Things to think about. Plenty of things to think about, especially now that I have some cleanup work to do. Give me time to think about that, figure out exactly what I want to do with it. So if I can get unstuck from the chest. Alright, there we go. Well, I'm going to go ahead and cut out here. Play made on my slowly forming structures, and we'll be back with you shortly. Alright everyone, we are back, and we have completed the cleanup process. Cleaned up all the scaffolding, the extra stone brick that was popping up and underneath that bridge there. So the bridges are complete. I mentioned that I wanted to make that one 6x2, but it just wasn't working well with the same type of feel I wanted to go with. I wanted to make the bridges just out of the half slabs, so didn't want to put any of the stairs in there. So that had to drop that one down to 4 to make it work correctly. But I also was able to fix my stairs. They are straight, so I don't have that funky little curve going. So this drops down nicely right into this area, and I'll drop in some stairs, come down here, as I said before, throw in a nice little pier for all the boaters to come in, possibly do some design work out here as well. It's definitely something to work on in the future. Also, I noticed after I cleared this area out, this spot right over here would be an awesome spot for a lighthouse for my port. Come up here, kind of flatten this out a little bit. Just a wee bit. Throw a lighthouse out here. That way all the visitors will be able to see my port from far away, and they'll know the warning of the shallow waters, even though they're not all that shallow. Nonetheless, project for possibly in the future, something I can work on.
Nice little artsy project. Probably end up doing that when I need to take a break from all the farms that I'm going to end up building. Make sure I'm self-sustaining. So there's that. But if I can figure out how I want to get back up here. There we go. Got the cleanup done as I had planned. Now the next big thing that I'm going to need to get working on, especially if I have all these projects I'll be doing, is a place to store all my goods. So we're back to the storage area. Back to the storage area. Gotta figure out what I want to do here. Now, still not quite sure, but I've already thrown together most of this episode in my video editing, and I've noticed it's getting right there at that limit. So, I am going to have to call this episode quits for the week, and that'll give me a whole another week to work on this storage area. Get it built up, get a nice design going for it. But that also means that I will have time to read through some of the comments that you put down below there, and any ideas that you might pass along, things that you think might look cool, I could drop in here. So hopefully we'll get a little bit of feedback, some ideas, things that I could do. Always up for that, because the storage area is where I'm going to have the most problems. Just don't have a good concept for one right now. So we're going to go ahead and cut her out here. Leave it on a good note now that I got all that worked out. And until next week, when we start building the storage area, this is MMHTsunami, out.